3, 2, just go. Hey, there is no...
Patience in the chat room.
Alright, we are in the lobby here. So, for the blue team, we've got Zillion, Alistair, Udyr, Warwick, and Kog'Maw. That's not a bad team makeup, if I do say so myself.
Yep, so Teemo have got quite a good number of champions in their hands. Like, they have a couple of them that seem to specialise in their ADCs. I wouldn't be surprised if that Kog'Maw went to Taylor, but he is a jungler, so he looks like he might just stick with that Udyr.
I would hope they're about to swap the runes and masteries then, especially with the summoner spells as well. Kog'Maw with Smite is not what we want to be going for.
Yeah, I think there'll be a little more swapping once the teams decide exactly who's getting each champ. Looking at Rootin Tootin Puttin's comp, they got Gangplank, they got the Brand, they got the Fizz, the Mundo, and the Rengar. So it'll be interesting to see if that Fizz is going to go AD or AP. If it's AP, I will be surprised. He's been playing a lot more AD across the regions since his rework.
Everybody's been playing AD Fizz. They have gutted AP Fizz, which is a complete shame. But AD Fizz, God, he's overpowered.
Yeah, and there we go. There's Taylor in the jungle with that Udyr. We've got Robbie picking up the Kog'Maw. He'll probably be in the ADC position. It looks like we're going to have Purple Meow taking that Zillion. I expect that to be mid, to be honest. He's not played since the nerfs to his passive. He doesn't get played in the mid lane as much as he used to. But since his rework and the constant buffs that Rito are trying to give him, since his reworking of his Q and his abilities, we'll see how well he's done and see how well he can actually do. Interestingly enough, Purple Meow does actually play Zillion and has played Zillion in Season 5 Ranked. Don't have the exact numbers here yet. We actually have Tilazara. He is actually a support main, so putting him under support Alistair leaves him in a wheelhouse he is quite comfortable with. And you have Caliber, who is a top laner, so if he takes up Warwick top, again, no surprises there. Do notice that he is taking heal in the Warwick?
It's an unusual one, however I could see it being used to counter the what do you call it? Now I can't remember it when I've been put on the spot. The damage, not only the damage from Ignite, but the heal reduction. It'll counter the Grievous Wounds, that's the word.
Yeah. Counters Grievous Wounds, and it'll also counter the overall burst damage if he is against, say, that Fizz, or even that Gangplank, because you do have that heal to instantly bring you back up. Looking at Rootin Tootin Puttin, with the two Putin, I keep saying pooping there, I'm going to do that all night, I bet. So we've got Satan Kid on that Gangplank. He's looking like he's going to be taking that top lane with that teleport. Could still be mid lane, could be the infamous Gangplank mid. So we do have that Calrin on the Brand, so I think that's the one we all expect to be in there.
Agreed.
We don't have the ADC, so it could be one of those bot lane. It's either going to be the Fizz or Gangplank bot with that Mundo who has taken the exhaust, so I'm assuming that is going to be their support. You've got Hate Crew Andy. He is a jungler main. He likes playing that J4, he likes playing that Vi, he likes playing his Wukong. Him playing Bruiser junglers just comes naturally to him. I don't see him having problems on this Rengar. I think that's going to be quite a strong pick for him. And on a champion like Rengar, against a team that Teemo have, if they're able to create a good pick, they're going to actually have a lot of damage. And especially if they go on that Kog'Maw, Kog'Maw's got no escapes. Bar the Alistair or even a Zillion now, there's not many ways to pull champions off that Kog'Maw in that team. If he's jumped on, he's going to get annihilated.
Yeah, I fear that Kog'Maw's going to have a very bad game this time, especially with Rengar jumping out from nowhere, taking him down. Although I'm going to have a word with Hate Crew Andy. He seems to be stealing my champions here. Alright, that is the delay over. We are coming into game. Although we did get a mention in chat there that unfortunately they've had a DC or two. Hopefully they'll come back up. I know League has been having a bit of a hiccup. Oh, please don't bug splat. My screen just flashed like it's going to bug splat.
Yep, so did mine, which is not good.
No, that's never a good sign. We're trying to cast here. Oh, thank you. Thank you for coming up.
So you got some people rocking the skins. We have Caliber with the Tundra Hunter Warwick.
The only skin in that team?
Yes, interestingly enough.
Although we do have Headhunter Rengar. I do enjoy the Headhunter series.
Yes. Yep, I have a friend. He may or may not be watching this stream. Who you could basically call a fanboy of the Headhunter skin series. As I have literally seen him buy and pick up champions just because there's been a Headhunter skin released for him.
I will admit, I picked up and bought Yasuo because of Project Yasuo. I don't play the guy, but it was just too good of a skin.
Yes, that skin is awesome. We also had Mr. Mundoverse on Silgrimgar and the Zombie Brand and Calrend. For me, Saint Kid has not connected to this game.
Nope, he's not connected, so congratulations to chat for predicting that it was indeed Saint KD that's not picked up. Also, Kakashi is saying, Alex, welcome to the family of mistelling names. Sadly, it's only you, Mazzy, and Tom right now. Yep. And it's always Rootin Tootin Puttin that does it as well.
It's just a hard name to say. Like, and they should be pooping. If they don't poop in their enemies, like, they're not living up to the potential.
Agreed. Also, now that Scottish Blue is actually in the chat here, I feel like to point this out. Oh, hold on, Saint KD has just joined. But yes, Scottish Blue, I'd like to point out that you are watching this wonderful stream sponsored by Rito Games in the smooth, crispy 60 FPS.
Oh, nice. Well,
he loves holding that against me, so I just thought I'd up it as well.
Well, Rootin Tootin Puttin are going to be going for the skins get wins. They've only got to apologise letting them down in that fizz, as Saint Kid has loaded in with that Toy Soldier Gangplank.
He has indeed. I'm kind of hoping that he goes for Critplank. Critplank would be quite enjoyable to see.
I think we're all hoping that. Trinity Force, Static Shiv, Infinity Edge, we all want to see them now. I think everyone wants that.
Yeah, just walking up to Gangplank, boom, dead. One shot.
I mean, however, with Amundo, they have a dedicated tank in that team, even though it is in the support position, so he's not going to get that much gold allocated to him.
He does it for Amundo though. It's not really gold that he's going to be needing.
No.
Also, really, it's
how the game goes. It's a ticking time bomb, and it's like that Mundo is going to become almost unkillable. Luckily, they do have the Kog'Maw with the Kog'Maw's passive and his W to really help him chunk down that Mundo.
I'm gonna have to say you've been taking lessons from Freak there, haven't you? Ticking time bomb.
Yep.
Yeah, well played. Well played. Also, it's fizz on my Jace.
Load of the groans, I assume.
Oh, there will be a lot of groans coming out of that one. But usually in the team names, it's fizz on my Jace that's been causing Kakashi problems. Although I'd rather he didn't fizz on my Jace. I'm sitting at 52% here for Saint KD. Hey, he's finally just... I say that and he immediately jumps up to 93.
He jumps up to 90, yep. Like, he's slowly getting there. This game should be starting pretty soon. For all of us watching and all not experiencing it for ourselves.
Experiencing it for the first time. Actually, this is the first time. These teams have not played each other. This will be an interesting game.
It'll be interesting to see if anyone has actually watched the other games as well.
I've been streaming them, and along with Scottish Blue as well. The chat has been quite full while we've been talking about these guys. Anyone in the Scottish community has been quite interested, and I think we'll have a lot more people joining in the second tournament.
I have been one of those commenting along, mostly calling it James when he's wrong about ADC ranges, but...
Well, you got to put him in his place, don't you?
I know, right? But he knows I love him. He knows I love him. I think we all do. But sitting at 100%, still waiting to load into the actual game here.
Yeah.
Well, this is fun.
It is very fun. Unfortunately, I'm trying to think of things I can talk about that doesn't revolve around chat being insulted at everything we say. Kakashi with the why you hating. Probably because you deserve it. Yay. Indeed.
Riot, please.
Rito, please, you may send all your thanks to Saint KD's internet connection. I'm actually going to move my mouse and click somewhere, praying to God that it doesn't bug spot me. It is not, so... the thoughts on the Zillion changes? Well, I haven't played them since his remake, but I do enjoy the fact that a double bomb equals a stun, and you can set that up as a trap.
Yep. Definitely think they've increased the skill ceiling in Zillion. He was quite an easy champion, and now he has gotten a significant step up in that difficulty, especially with the double bombs.
Okay, this is the world's greatest spectator bug here. This game has been going on for 51 minutes and 30 seconds, and nobody has left the base. I think we have a spectator bug going on here.
Well, my game is currently showing half a minute, but no one has loaded into the game. What? Okay, my shield. There we go. We have it's reset. Oh.
There we go.
There we go.
So I'm going to predict the lanes here. I'm going to predict Zillion top with Gangplank. It's going to be Brand in the mid lane.
You definitely have problems with your spectator. I'm alt tabbing in and out of my game, and they already have started moving towards the lanes, gearing up for his level 1s.
Yeah, we're all good now. They are coming along. I'm just trying to get all the junglers and that in their proper positions. I don't believe it's going to be Warwick support, perhaps. No, Alistair support. What am I doing?
No, it's going to be Alistair support. He's picked up that exhaust, and look at his starting item. He's picked up the relic shield.
Right. Okay. Let's see if these are in the right order for me. Probably not, but you'll never know. And stop saying sack the casters. It's not our fault spectators having a fluke.
It's really not our fault, right? Spectator mode has decided to shit itself.
Indeed.
Like, it's shitting the bed hard in the GE Tigers right now. Like, that's how bad it is getting.
Whoa, the lag. We've got lag? Oh, please don't tell me we've got lag.
I have a lag. Yep, I've got a little bit of lag, but it doesn't seem to be doing much.
On the stream or on the client?
On the stream. In the client is fine.
God damn it. Right, hold on. What can I do while I'm not doing too much stuff? I know what I can do.
We have Puffle Meow meowing in the chat.
As they do.
Yep. So...
What the hell is the thing I was going to kill? There it is.
Looking at Teemo, we're going to have Udi and Warwick start that Gromp off. Well, we've got Rengar also starting Gromp with the assistance of his bot lane, which is actually looking to be the Brand Mundo bot lane. The Fizz mid and Gangplank in the top lane.
Then I have to switch Brand and Fizz. I was wrong.
Yep.
Although it does look like we have AP Fizz in the mid lane.
Yes, I am totally surprised by that.
And it's a Warwick top with Zillion in the mid, so Zillion with the TP advantage there if he needs it.
Yep. Yeah, we definitely called that one. I'm not surprised by that at all.
We got a bit of a poke coming out. That cleaver just missing in the bot lane there. Unfortunately, I get the feeling this is going to be a hard lane for Saint KD up here on Gangplank. Warwick's just going to out-sustain everything he does.
Yep.
Although he was smart and he did bring the crystalline flask, so he too will have a bit of sustain going on.
Yep, I really see top lane being a farm lane more than anything else. They're just going to keep farming up. And it's basically, Warwick will win out over Gangplank in this farm, but Gangplank will go back with more gold because of his Q passive.
Quite possibly. Do you think it's going to be one of those wet noodle contests? I mean,
I hate that phrase.
What, wet noodle? You don't enjoy that?
I do not enjoy a wet noodle. But Warwick has just got so much healing in his kit. Like, even if he chomps down those oranges, there's going to be no way that Gangplank can out-sustain Warwick.
I was going to say that, but Warwick, unfortunately, is taking far too much minion aggro, and he just lost that half-health advantage. Meanwhile, in the bot lane there, Alistair trying to save Kog'Maw. The Ignite has been used, the heal. Will Brand's passive tick on him here? It's another flash, the cleaver, and the Brand with his passive. I believe that was every summoner used on both sides there. Let's have a quick look. Kog'Maw used both. Alistair still has his flash. Mundo still has his exhaust, and Brand has used everything. So we have...
Yep, that was a complete win for Rootin Tootin Puttin there. As we said, they were able to go in that Kog'Maw. Kog'Maw had no chances to get out. Alistair can only really do two things. He can exhaust the guy doing all the damage, but if you're already doing burst damage, the exhaust isn't going to mean much, and he can knock one guy away.
Surprisingly, in the top lane there, Warwick is out of health, basically. If he goes in there, one Q to the face, he will die.
Yep, he took a bad... As we were watching the excitement in bot lane, there was a really bad exchange. I don't know why he kept trying to fight in those minions, especially against Gangplank, who does do ridiculous damage with that Q.
Oh, it's sustaining back up with the Q. It's basically Warwick sustains with his Q, and Gangplank immediately answers with a parley to the face.
Yep. But we do see Warwick with that flash and heal against the Gangplank teleport. So if anyone does get pushed out, the Gangplank will have that advantage of being able to get back to lane much faster. Agreed.
We do have Udyr heading up top there, but Gangplank does have a ward out, so it's not going to be...
Yep.
Is he going to back off?
To where I would place a ward, but I don't think he cares.
Nope, and I think he's going to pay with his life on this one.
Yep, he's definitely... I don't see any way of him getting out of that, and Udyr takes the kill.
That's a case of placing your ward and not using it.
Yeah, really bad map awareness from that Gangplank. Like, he ideally should have put his ward in the other end of the bush. I mean, it's a Warwick. What's he going to do? And but even then, he just didn't seem to pay any attention. There was no signs of him going back. He was pushed right up, and it was an absolute easy gank for Udyr to pull off.
Warwick looking too juicy there. Fizz ping for assistance in the mid lane. Rengar, I believe he's fighting Crab if the game actually looks up for us. Instead, it's telling us Kog'Maw's taking Qs and Ws to the face.
Yep, currently at mid lane, Rengar is taking a couple of bombs to the face.
I like that. Gangplank is just standing there, not auto-attacking or anything, and all you hear is the gunshot going off. Rengar, he may die to these. What is he doing?
Okay, I think
that's a dead.
Yep, he took way too much damage in that mid-exchange. He had the zillion bombs on him. He should never have actually gone for his Krugs. I think Hate Crew Andy seriously overestimating Rengar's clear speed there.
I think it's more of the damage rather than anything else he's underestimating.
Yep. Even with the damage nerfs brought in the last patch, the jungle will still hit you like a truck. And Rengar has paid for it.
He has indeed, but at least it was an execute, so it's not as if he's given up anything other than, I would say, maybe 2 minutes of farm time.
Or his dignity.
Oh, the dignity was gone when he first joined this game.
Yeah.
Nobody has any dignity left in here.
But still, he's just gone and pulled a broken shard. Like, he's not going to live that one down for a little while.
No. The chat is indeed savage. They will eat him. Kog'Maw should be able to freeze the lane here, get a bit of a brief respite, as Brand is out of mana.
Yep.
Gets one last W off as on, just to say I'm still here. Rengar looking to come and take some of Udyr's jungle, but there's nothing there to take, mate.
He puts the ward down, he's got...
That's oh, can he escape in time? Good use of the flash there.
So, oh, we got Udyr.
Rengar coming in, is he coming in? He's using the leap. Unfortunately, Gangplank doesn't want to, rightly so, doesn't want to engage.
Checking that brush.
I believe it's warded, that's why he didn't.
No, Udyr just put that ward down when Rengar was in the bush.
Ah.
I think it was a slight misclick from Andy because he first jumped to that ward when it was still visible before trying to jump out to the Udyr.
Zilean coming to protect the blue. Rengar has been spotted. Warwick closing in on him. Let's see what's going to happen here.
Oh.
Are you fighting with directed as well? Yeah.
I am fighting with directed camera. And this is going to be one dead cat.
It's the most retarded game in Wolverine has ever seen. Well, congratulations, mate. It's what happens when you're given all random champs in a lane.
Yep. Alistar going really low in that bot lane. But it is a Mundo brand. Brand's out of mana. We've got no chance of getting a kill there. As we see the Alistar recalling.
That's Zilean been giving his blue buff. How are we doing actually on CS? Kog'Maw 50, Brand 38.
Yep, they're serious. Kog'Maw's seriously winning the CS battle.
Yeah, he might be, but I think he's going to lose his life.
Oh.
Yeah, that was close. Yeah, he's going back. He's quite happy going back. Unfortunately, the chat's being rather nasty and start talking about Chinese food. What if some of us haven't eaten here? They're making us hungry.
Maybe making you hungry.
Oh wow, thanks for throwing me out there.
I know.
Alistar headbutting that minion, saying he doesn't deserve this lane. Rengar handing over the blue buff to Fizz. Speaking of which, where is Zilean? Zilean is back in his base at the moment.
Yeah, we do have Zilean winning out over the Fizz in terms of CS, and he's got a nice little assist. Fizz with his Dorans and his Sheen compared to Zilean's Chalice and the full sorcery bits, looking to get as much damage out of his bombs as he can. Okay, I think my client must be bugged because directed camera is stuck in the dragon pit.
Congratulations, we just witnessed Kog'Maw taking Brand's full combo, barely surviving.
On Rengar. And there he goes.
That's a dead Rengar. Udyr coming to try and take out Brand here. Success. Yep. Mundo, he's just standing there. He should be running away. Alistar may have just saved him. Used the flash to get away. Saint KD coming in against the Warwick here, popping the ultimate in the queue. The red buff is actually hitting. Oh, there's the heal.
The heal from the Warwick, heal OP. And Warwick is just going to go back and take that red buff.
Agreed. Surprised Fizz hasn't decided to head up there.
Don't know, it seems to have been some poor communication on both sides, especially on the part of Rootin Tootin Puttin, saying no one was looking for when that gangplank got ganked. There was absolutely no one looking at the map, no warnings whatsoever.
Rengar, is he going to jump in on this? He's a bit late.
He's insane for doing that. Against a Rengar, look at the... Oh, waste of a flash. When you're 3 levels behind against someone with as much sustain as a Warwick, you do not jump in on him.
Agreed on that one. That was a kind of silly thing to do. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane here, we've got Kog'Maw still taking a lot of poke from Brand.
Yeah. So only till we get to see about level 9, I think, is when we'll really see Kog'Maw coming out.
Again, Rengar's going to die to the golems. Don't die to the golems. Oh, for the... Oh.
Interestingly enough, looking at the Kog'Maw, he seems to be putting... Yep, he is putting his levels into his W.
And that's a full combo. Is he going to survive? Yep. No, that's a death.
There's no way that you can survive that much burst damage. Saying you may have been slightly ahead of CS, but when the brand's got 3 kills, 10 CS, doesn't matter.
It does not indeed. Kakashi, any way to sort out the stream? I don't know, I would say turn off everything that's using internet if possible is the only thing I can think of. My bitrate and other stream settings are not that high, unfortunately.
Warwick putting that red buff to work, getting as many hits onto that gangplank.
I gotta admit, the mid lane has been a surprisingly Surprisingly quiet.
Yes, it really has. Like, the champions that to apologise plays that I've got him, that he actually plays, is Ezio and Caitlyn. He might not be familiar with this Fizz. And we really see him just getting bullied out by the Cillian, who's just chucking bombs on top of his head.
Turn off everything using the internet. Tech support everywhere are shitting themselves. I'd like to say that, but I am tech support myself, so that's kind of why I said that. Does that make me a bad person?
Well, you've not asked him if he's tried turning it off and on again.
That I'm not going to ask, because that thing is too true. Mundo doesn't give to... he almost got the tower.
Get that tower. We have the TP from Zillion. He's now running up that river. We have Rengar, who's at the blue side Krugs. He's placing down a ward. Yep, he's going to take him. Gangplank popping that ult down, zoning him off, allowing Brand to escape.
Directed camera's screwing me over. I am going to just move down to the bottom here.
We have
See what's
Zillion
happening.
chasing Brand. We've got Fizz looking to give Brand some backup.
What is Rengar going to do here? He's kind of just standing there. He's not doing anything of use. We have Teemo going for Dragon here. Is it going to make a difference?
Spotting Kog'Maw, so they know that on the Dragon. We have...
He's been them off, but it's not...
Kog'Maw is zoning at Rengar. And
wonderful!
He's going to go down to his Kog'Maw.
Oh, can Brand get it before Udyr comes up? No, Udyr taking the Dragon. But was it worth the 2 deaths? 3 deaths? Was it really worth the 3? I don't think so.
Unless they can capitalise and get many more dragons, that first one ain't going to mean much this early in the game.
Well, I do say that. They are going to lose bot tower here, but Warwick is proxy farming up the top lane here.
Yeah. Oh, Kog'Maw taking down the Brand with use of his ult. But that Mundo will have him. So Grimgar walking away. Mundo does not care. And we have a Warwick walking on the turret. That fight might have gone differently if Kog'Maw hadn't chased Rengar all the way. If he just kept him zoning it out for that entire fight and was able to put his ults into that fight, it could have gone differently with the amount of damage that Kog'Maw can bring.
It could have went very differently. I was surprised that Mundo decided to try and take the tower down. He did pop his ultimate and he almost had it, but unfortunately they exhausted him so he couldn't do it.
Yeah, there does seem to be miscommunication in that side.
I'm also sitting wondering, you were saying Hate Crew Andy, is he jungler in general? Rengar, he seems to be struggling with on here.
Yeah, he seems to have had some really bad decisions. I don't know if those early kills put him on tilt. Like, I've done some research on him. He's been playing. He states himself that he plays that Jarvan 4. He plays the Vi. He plays the Wukong. He plays these bruiser types. Oh, Udyr going in on Gangplank. Gangplank chugging those oranges to escape. There's no way he's going to go. That Warwick passive means he cannot escape.
Warwick does have his ultimate though. He can. That's the Zillion ultimate coming out. This is a dead Brand here. Nice stun. I would say the Warwick ultimate there was indeed overkill. There was no need for that one. Zillion had him stunned and Udyr still had bear stance, but it's a kill.
At that point, it's more kill secured. Like, he's got Warwick, he's got 4 kills, he's building up his Blade Rune King, he's got his Milk Treads. I don't really see anyone on the other team that Warwick can't 1v1. Even
Mundo doing his best here.
Unstoppable. There's no... Oh! Alistar punching him away. They're not going to get that turret, but...
They may get the Mundo. No, the Mundo flashing away. He's denying them that kill.
We do have Brand coming up lane, so we'll see how that goes.
Once Brand returns, they'll be able to defend the tower.
Yes,
yeah, there we go. See, he's already off. He's not taking any chances on that one.
Brand, he's already got that hunting guy. He's just got his Seeker's Arm Guard. He's got his sword bits. That Brand is doing a lot of damage. He's about to hit the second stage of his ult as well.
And we've seen what damage he's been doing with that ultimate. That ultimate.
Half that Kog'Maw. Like.
You've seen the damage his ultimate is doing in team fights. It's doing a lot of damage.
I say you've got a 5-kill Brand. Oh, Rengar going in, as we said before, jumps right into Kog'Maw, pops and blows them up.
Wow, that was a very nice heal there by Mundo.
And we have Warwick killing Gangplank in the top lane.
But that was a 3-for-1 trade there. That's definitely not worth it.
No, even with Gangplank getting destroyed by this Warwick, they don't care. They're getting these ganks, they're getting the picks as we described before. They're taking it to that Kog'Maw, which is one of the main damage carries on the team. And once they jump on him with that Rengar ult, he cannot get out. You have Alistar to knock away one champion, and that's it.
You did exactly say that was going to happen, so it's at least one part of the prediction has come true so far.
Yep.
Warwick should be really doing his best to try and push this lane out as far as he can. The fact that that tower is still up is a bad sign.
Yep, he's only got 1 rank into his W, so that's not going to go down so fast with the attack speed buff. But he has still managed to get it down, and Gangplank will just return to farming. With 5 deaths on him, I don't see Gangplank being able to do much more.
I don't myself. He has bought the Tiamat there. Not an item I would normally see on a Gangplank.
Nope. Udyr coming out into that Fizz, but Fizz uses a troll pull, easily escapes.
I really don't understand why Hakrian is having so much trouble in the jungle here.
Well, he's managed to get a kill and 2 assists from going 0-4. Oh, Warwick coming in on that Fizz. Fizz using the troll pull to escape. Can't let that bomb pick him up or he will go down to it.
If that cleaver had landed just at the end there, that could have been a counter engage. Unfortunately, they were unlucky enough. I believe the guys are rotating here towards Dragon. It does spawn in 30 seconds. Both sides do have a ward down near the pit, none actually in it yet. So we'll see how this is going to go down.
Warwick going in there. Doesn't have ult for quite a while, so they're not going to be able to use that for his Dragon fight.
He doesn't, but he does have his passive up for Blood Scent, so he does know where Rengar is right now. Rengar being his own personal ward at the moment.
Mundo using the ult to escape this Warwick. Warwick's got Blazer and King completed. He's got 5 kills, 2 assists. That is a really dangerous wolf in that team.
It is indeed. They are preparing up for the Dragon. Gangplank getting the tower down, which was a good move, but he is going to pay with it for his life here. Used the flash, failed to get over the wall, and Warwick's just going to walk him down.
Aye. Even if you slow him with the ult, that passive from Warwick means that you cannot escape him.
Nope, Rootin Tootin taking advantage of that situation and actually trying to do Dragon. They have successfully got it. Udyr's going to die after trying for the steal.
Yeah, equals out the Dragons. In terms of the gold advantage, you've got Rootin Tootin Puttin with 3.5k gold advantage there.
Agreed, and as expected, most of it is on brand. Let's just confirm that. Yeah, it is. Most of it is on brand.
Yep. I have to say, with Rengar and Gangplank, even though most of the deaths in the team are on those two, like 11 out of 13 are on those two, they seem to be doing okay in terms of gold.
They are indeed, and as expected, in Timo's side, it's Warwick himself with most gold on there. Equal to brand, basically.
Yep. So just looking at the items we got bought up in with Gangplank, looks like he's going to be getting that Ravenous Hydra after a Static Shiv. Fizz with the Lich Bane, using now his Sheen procs will help him push down these towers. Rengar going with that Ghost Blade, so he's not going tanky. He's going to try, use that out, try and pop some more people. Brand having completing the Leandras, completing his boots, getting that Fiendish Codex upgraded just now. And of course we've got Mundo, who's just finished his Randuins.
Indeed.
On the other side, we have got the Zillion, who's got his Athenes finished. He's got an Amplifying Tome. We've got the Alistar, who's just got his Sight Stone. He's got his Targon. He's not really got anything major completed yet. We have Udyr, who's looking to finish his Blade Rune King. He's got his Boots to Swiftness with his Warrior Enchanted. We've got Warwick, who's just going to get tankier. He's got his Blade Rune King. We've got Kog'Maw with that Trinity Force. Oh! Brand trying to escape, gets a nice stun off, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Warwick should be able to just...
The wonderful stun under the turret.
And the Summoner Heal saves that Warwick's life.
It did indeed. I've got to admit...
One more tick of damage and that Warwick would have been dead.
I have to wonder, why has Brand built a Leandries? I would have assumed he might want to go more into the Death Cap or Void Staff route.
Yeah, that is really strange. Teemo don't seem to have any dedicated tank. The only tanks they really have is the Alistair. He doesn't have that much health or resistances right now. Just keeping with the mask would have been enough. It would have allowed him to put more gold into finishing that Hourglass. Like, it's a really strange buy in that team.
I'm thinking more along the lines of as well is Brand's passive doesn't really synergize well with Leandry's. Leandry's dot is based on how high your health is. And with Brand's passive taking your health down, Leandry's is going to be doing less and less damage.
Yeah.
Warwick just walking in there protecting the pink ward with the rest of the team trying to follow up. We could be having a team fight here. Cogmo out of position.
Takes so much damage from the... He jumps in and out, but goes down to the Warwick. We have this Mundo taking so much damage for it, like Warwick using the ult onto Rengar. Rengar going back in.
The triple bomb kill. The double setup.
2 times Rootin Tootin Puttin had people who disengaged from the fight, then immediately jumped right back in. Even though it did look like that Fizz failed his E over that wall, so had no choice but to jump right back into that fight.
Well, I would say he definitely had a choice. He made the wrong one, however. I wonder if that bomb's going to be strong enough on there. Not quite, unfortunately. Can Cogmo get a few pokes off with the ultimate? He's trying.
Well, that extra health from the Leandries has helped him.
Yeah, I see chat agreeing with us there. Why did Fizz jump straight back in? It was a bad call on his part. There was no need for him to go in, especially with the bomb on his head.
Yep. Immediately followed by the Rengar as well, who Rengar had escaped, and then he jumped in. And got blown up. That was just a really bad team fight from Rootin Tootin Puttin there. And I said the name wrong again.
No, don't point that out. Leave that for chat.
I need to give him something to do.
Indeed. 1 minute 30, the guys here, I believe they're going to aim for Skull Crab there. Yeah, they are. Warwick in the jungle. I don't think he's going to get out of this. I think he's trying a bit too hard there.
Oh, he might actually still get a Rengar unless that Rengar escapes. Yep, he gets it.
He shouldn't be fighting Gromp. He should not be fighting Gromp.
You what?
No,
he
okay.
Use the empowered heal to make sure he gets out okay.
Also getting the Skull Crab there, just in time for... Actually, no, they've done the Skull Crab too early. Yeah.
Timeout before Dragon actually spawns. I mean, it will give no benefit to either side, but I would rather have waited maybe 20-30 more seconds and then taken it.
Oh, Udyr just heading straight down on that.
Silly notes placed in his head, but he's surrounded by all the members of Rootin Tootin Puttin there. There's no way he's going to get out there.
I don't know why he flashed there either. I would not have flashed for that one. You were dead anyway.
Trying to flash over the red pit. That's the only way I can see, but...
He went straight ahead. He didn't go over the pit, though.
We've got 25 seconds left on this Dragon clock. We've got 15 seconds left on the jungler and top and mid laner from Teemo.
No, this can be Teemo's Dragon if they play this right. Warwick walking right in, getting stunned, taking half health damage.
Second time he's tried to 1v4, 1v5 their entire team. It's not working. But they do seem to be going for it. They're just going to come around and turn to the Dragon. Teemo do not have enough damage to take this Dragon down. If that was a bait to lead him away, your main damage dealer is leading them away.
Not only main damage dealer, but main tank as well.
Yeah. You've got the most fed member of your team. He's got 8 of your 18 kills.
That's the second Dragon for Rootin Tootin Puttin there. Cogmo taking out the ward, a bit too late on that one. Going to donate this over to Brand again, I would hope.
I would think Brand, Fizz has taken it before and he's really done nothing with it, to be honest.
Yeah, donating it over to Brand there. That's a good call. Meanwhile, Gangplank taking the top tower with nobody to contest him. He's going to get that without any problem.
Yep, just split pushing.
That was an overall win there for Rootin Tootin Puttin. Dragon, kill, and the tower.
Yep, they've reopened up that gold lead they've had again. Like, if it wasn't for that bad team fight, they should have been running away with this match by now.
We'll have to see what we've got going on here. We do have Kog'Maw and Udyr in the bottom lane, pulling back off. Ward coverage mostly down the south side here. They are all, and the thing is as well, it's Teemo's own wards in their own jungle. There is just that one singular ward from Rootin Tootin Puttin. Rootin Tootin need to get some more wards out.
Yep, both those wards will time out very soon. Really not much in terms of vision on the map at all, really. Also see that the Gangplank has upgraded his trinket on that team compared to the 4 upgraded trinkets, or maybe 5. I can't quite see if that Farsight orb has been upgraded.
It is indeed, yep, it has been.
So Teemo has upgraded all of their trinkets.
And that explains why they have more vision.
Yep. They've been really keeping control of that vision. And it's really worked well for them. If you saw that team fight, I mean, they did lose Dragon, but again, I think that was more from taking bad fights, and that Warwick just face-checking 4 members of their team.
He's going to die again. This is the, this is what, the 3rd time he's decided to do this?
Well, this is good play from Rootin Tootin Puttin. They are focusing on this Warwick.
Yeah, however,
they get killed every time, but they're going to lose it in a mid-turret for it.
They are recalling. Can they recall in time is the question.
Well, that is a Kog'Maw. He is going to do a lot of damage. He has that Cutlass, he has that Trinity Force, and that is going to be an inhibitor turret down.
Indeed. Kakashi is saying he's seen less back and forth than a Chuckle Brothers seesaw. Bran taking out Kog'Maw. That's not a contest there. Kog'Maw has flashed over. Very nicely played there. Rengar is incoming. Will he get him? Yeah, he will. No question about that one. Udyr about turning. Going to fight. No, he's just been taken down by Brand and Rengar there. How is Udyr built, actually? Udyr has not built tanky at all. That it kind of explains why he's going down like a sack of potatoes.
Yep. He's gone with that Blades of Rune King after the Warrior. He's now finally added the Spectre's Call to his repertoire. But he's, like, as I was saying, like, it's also a reason why I thought the Leandres was so strange, because the Udyr wasn't building tanky at all. But
Rootin Tootin here looking to return the favour on the mid lane.
They will get it. That Gangplank is not going to get stopped.
This Warwick is determined to jump back in on someone. I'd be very surprised. Actually, I'd be surprised if Rootin Tootin Puttin didn't actually let him just stop and let somebody ulti onto him.
We've got Kog'Maw basically free farming while defending his top lane. He really needs it. He's had 7 deaths because exactly what we said would happen. Rengar jumps on him, no escapes.
Agreed. If they find out, if they take note that Udyr is bottom, and they're chasing down the Warwick here, if they kill the Warwick, wow, okay, that's that's nice. Rengar jumps out but gets ulted by the Warwick who's in the bush.
And Rengar's going to go down.
Mundo should not just be standing there. That's not what you want to be doing.
Mundo is at this fight. That is a Blade of the Rune King Sunfire Cape Warwick. You will not out-sustain him, Mundo. Especially since you do not have your ult.
And 3 level difference.
Yep. Wisely backing off there.
I believe the guys have found out where Kog'Maw is. I think he's going to die there. Can he be
He's got to be careful. He's got 4 members on him. He's using that summoner heal, just giving him a little extra speed boost. You got Gangplank going in, trying to find him. You got Zillion who's coming up, defending the little void puppy.
Udyr is meanwhile pushing out this bottom tower here. Will he get it?
Yeah,
it looks like Rootin. No, he's gone back. Rootin Tootin, we're making a rotation down there.
But because of the vision that Teemo have established, they're able to see this and pull out.
Agreed. However, I'm trying to wonder if Rootin Tootin are trying to prepare for a Baron with those wards in the blue side jungle there.
Possibly.
Dragon is up in 30 seconds. This is a team fight going on here. Rengar getting instantly blown up. Zillion element on Udyr there. Mundo has popped his. Udyr coming down, the stun on Brand. More bombs are coming out. Warwick going to carry that to the Fizz. Can he chase him down? Fizz might be able to... Nope, there we go.
Fizz
Warwick.
got no chance of escaping. Warwick's hunting him down. Fizz really hasn't done anything this game, in my opinion. He's pretty much been a non-factor. In this fight, he came in, he poked the wolf, and then got chased down and died.
Agreed, whereas Zillion, on the other hand, with his AoE bombs, has landed a lot of good bombs, and a lot of good stuns as well.
Yep.
Gangplank going to try and push out the top lane, perhaps stealing the dragon there. No, he used that way too early for the steal. That's the second dragon. Yeah, that's the second dragon.
Mistimed the smite there, by the looks of it.
Can Gangplank stay on and get the tower? I think no, he doesn't want to take the chance here. It's a good call to go back.
He does have that 2 odds, but if he has 4 members collapse him and with that Warwick running up, there's going to be no chance of him getting out.
Zillion is about to run into him. He's about to be found. Rengar here taking out. Not quite. He's popped the ultimate. Oh, come on, directed camera. Stop doing that. Is he going to make the jump? He has indeed. He's
jumping onto the Kog'Maw, but Kog'Maw's just going to turn around and do so much more damage. That was the worst time for Rengar to go in. When there's no one else and Alistair there, he's just going to knock you away. But we do have the Fizz and the Brand able to come up. Zillion coming in a little too late. If he was able to get that, maybe on the Kog'Maw, with Kog'Maw being such a damage source compared to Udyr, who really has to get up close, and even then, compared to a Kog'Maw, he's not going to do that much damage.
Warwick was thinking about it there, but he's turned around. Maybe he's finally realised that dying all the time is not such a good idea.
Every time we've come to a straight 5v5 teamfight, Teemo has won. But it's been the picks from Rootin Tootin Puttin that is creating these small advantages and keeping this gold lead up. Agreed.
What I'm also wondering is why on earth did Mundo not notice that pink ward in the bush that he walked through?
There's been really bad map awareness from that team there, and like I'm referring to it again, but you've seen just from that first gank onto that Gangplank, there's just people not looking at their minimap.
Yep, there's no point in using the wards if you're not going to use what vision they give you.
I have to say, there is a really interesting pink ward from Teemo in their bottom jungle, which I'm not quite sure about the purpose of that, to be honest.
Well, right now, Rootin Tootin do have the wave advantages. If they keep this going, they can push down towards the towers. All it takes is for one good catch from a Brand stun. Rengar in the top lane there. I wonder if he's going to come rotating down. It looks as if he's going for the top lane farm.
Yep.
The other guy's keeping Oh, according to Shuriken 94, we sound like pedos. If he knows what a pedo sounds like, I'd like to know how.
I hope he's not talking from personal experiences.
Oh, I'm hoping for that as well. We shall soon find out, though. That is the Warwick element used in the middle of 4 of them.
Onto the Mundo? Really?
But again, he did it in the middle of a team of 4. Udyr, unfortunately, following behind him. Alistair trying hard to save him, while Kog'Maw's going around the wrong way.
Bring up Kog'Maw once again, with the assistance of Brand. But that Warwick jumping on to the tankiest member was really strange.
Well, again, it's not the fact he jumped onto the tankiest members, the fact that he jumped onto them in the middle of the team. That's just asking to die. It doesn't matter how tanky you are.
Yep, 2 wrongs make a dead Warwick.
That is going to be a free Baron for Rootin Tootin as well there.
They've only really got Zillion up. They've spotted Udyr in this bot lane, so they know the jungler's nowhere to be seen in that side of the map.
Zillion coming round. He's got the bomb.
He's going to get a kill on that Brand. Nope, there comes the Zonyas. Nicely timed. And that is a Baron. Rengar's chasing him down, but Teemo are coming up the jungle, so... Yeah,
that's Rengar running into a death, I believe. Unless Alistair may have just actually saved him. An unintentional headbutt pushes him away.
Alistair being the 6th member, Rootin Tootin Puttin in that team fight. I have to say, one of the new changes that I've loved in Season 5 is the change to Baron buff. A lot of people disagree with me, but the changes that it's brought, I think, has changed the game for the better.
I'm one of those people that disagree with you, unfortunately. I think that Baron buff now, compared to what it was, is not worth contesting. I think Dragon is a far more important objective now. Warwick's just not having much luck running into the team here. Gangplank needs to pull back, get assistance of his teammates.
I mean, he's really fed, but you can be as fed as you want. You cannot 1v5 as a Warwick. Especially against the team you are fighting. They've just got too much damage, and they will kill you.
They will indeed. They are all sitting around the Dragon side here. They've popped that Scuttle Crab. There's still 55 seconds until he spawns. The Alistair ultimate is out here. He is going to stand and tank them all, letting his team get away. Unfortunately, Mundo with the cleaver slowing everybody down. This is going to be a wipe for Rootin Tootin there. They're going to get all the kills.
Oh. Flash is coming in.
A fancy flash, but completely unnecessary. That's a 4 for nothing. Sorry, 3 for nothing right now.
Yep. And with the death timers getting this low at a stage of the game, that is going to be a free Dragon pickup.
Rengar going into the Udyr here. He should be able to pick him up, no problem.
Yes, he's got too much damage. The Udyr's not going to be able to do anything to this Rengar at this stage. Yep. There we go. Now they're just going to go down. They're going to pick up another Dragon. They're going to use the last of their Baron buff just to push a little more. They've got a quarter of it left. It's all going into their favour, and you can see this gold lead is just getting insane now.
All that gold just going into Brand there. I bet he enjoyed that wave.
Yep. Third Dragon going to Rootin Tootin Puttin.
As Sir Vimes is pointing out there, you need to actually make use of Baron now. You have to be pushing lanes with it. You cannot just take it and go, I'm going to win the game.
Yep, I totally agree with you, Sir Vimes. That is exactly what you need to do.
Again, with Rootin Tootin with their wards coming out here. Team O are countering it. They're using their pinks in their own jungle. This is what they need to be doing alongside their red trinkets. Deny as much vision as they possibly can and possibly get a catch with a Warwick ultimate that doesn't result in them being in the middle of a 5-man team. Yeah, as has been pointed out as well, Brand has went Thornmail. It's an unusual item for Brand, however, based on the fact that he is fighting against a Kog'Maw, a Udyr, and a Warwick, it's not a bad call.
Yep, I think that's actually in terms of the defensive items available, I think that's actually a viable one on this Brand in this game.
Well, again, he is against 3 auto-attack damage champions. He will reduce the damage that you get from every Warwick attack other than his Q and his ultimate. Udyr, you're going to dodge. You're going to reduce the damage from his Q, and Kog'Maw, just in general, is going to be, well, Kog'Maw is going to be killing himself with that.
Yep.
Randuin's may have been a better pick, but you've got to also remember that Brand, if he's in melee range to be able to use a Randuin's, you're in trouble anyway.
Yep. I mean, he does have just an insane amount of armor. He's currently got 231 armor right now.
I'd say that's a bit overkill. That's a bit overkill.
231 armor on your AP carry is insane.
Again, as we were putting out though, that Team O's side is all armor damage, other than the occasional Q from Warwick and the bombs coming out of Zillion.
And the passive damages from Kog'Maw as well.
Kog'Maw's percentage health though, is he not?
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure his ult's magic damage.
Quite possibly. It scales off both, I believe. Hercules, the Thornmail passive does require Warwick and Udyr to be in melee range, but the problem is Warwick is quite happy to go into melee range. He will dive with a 5-man ultimate in the middle of the enemy team. He pays for it dearly. I would say in this game, the Thornmail is a good call. Unfortunately, the game seems to be stalling out here. No side is making any push for any objectives. Rootin Tootin are taking away the buffs that they can get. But
we do have Baron respawning in under a minute though, so if Rootin Tootin Puttin can claim that, they'll be able to just sit in those lanes and let the minions do the work for him. Well,
at the moment, Team O are running down towards the bot side where Gangplank is. It's not a good idea with Baron being so close to spawning. Unfortunately, the Q missing on Brand there, else that would have been a dead Kog'Maw. The rest of the team are running back up to try and recover this.
Yeah, still able to take 2/3 of that puppy's health off, so still not a bad trade.
Alistar being caught in the middle here. That's a flash used by Warwick. Warwick on the Brand. Brand popping the Zionas. Warwick could be going down here. The ultimate has been used. It will pop up, so he's going to come back on full health. Well, near enough full health, 3/4. I still think he's going down though. That flash engage was a terrible mistake.
The majority of all his engages from Warwick have been poor.
Well, there was no reason to use the flash. If you weren't in range to ultimate Brand from where you were, it's a sign saying, do not do it. Again, Gangplank pushing.
Picking up the Brand. Yep, he's still able to get to his turret. He's going to die for it, but he's still able to get the turret.
Yeah, but Gangplank just doesn't care. If he takes out the turret, he's done his duty.
Fizz using a troll pole to escape from the Kog'Maw. And the passive claiming the Rengar.
The good news is that has opened up the bottom side inhibitor there, so if those guys don't defend that, it's going to be a free inhibitor. Or it's going to be a good 5-on-5 team fight.
We do have Zilean buying the new AP item, the Luden's Echo.
Not an item I would have bought in Zilean, actually. I would have went with Deathcap.
Yeah, definitely wouldn't have bought it myself. I'm finding using it on a Xerath is amazing, but Zilean is not a champion that I would actually buy it on. Especially because he does have a speed boost in his kit.
Oh, Saint KD with the disconnect.
Oh dear.
Saint KD being on the side of Rootin Tootin, this could actually bring it back for Team O. Dragon is live, they are going for it. Nobody, they have no vision down there. Mundo and Brand are coming down, but I fear it's going to be too late for them.
With the amount of damage they're putting out, there's not enough members of Rootin Tootin Puttin to contest this dragon at all. And that is going to even it up in terms of our dragon score.
Warwick finally getting the kill on Brand there. I believe Rootin Tootin are going to clean this one up quite easily.
No, it's another team fight.
Do we think this is a case of Rootin Tootin going on tilt now because they lost one of their own?
Well, even if they had a Gangplank now, it was a bad fight anyway. The members were spread out across the map. But it could really signify a big turn in this game.
It was definitely a bad fight. The fact that they had no vision down there in the first place means that Mundo should have just pulled back completely.
If you just look at the amount of wards on the map, they're almost all blue. There's only one defensive ward that I can see from Rootin Tootin Puttin. Whereas Teemo do have these wards, they've got a triangle around the dragon pit. They can actually see the blue buff, so if they clear that, they'll get a timer on that. They've got wards up near the red buff, they've got a ward on Baron. They've got control of this map.
At this very moment in time they do. They're not going to be able to defend this turret. It's going down faster than that Mundo's health is. That's a Warwick going to kill. Yep, that's a kill.
Yep, Rengar's dead. Completely dead there. It's a real shame that because the timers are so long, the members from Rootin Tootin Puttin have to run in one at a time at this stage. The flash cleaver from the Mundo. Flash cleaver OP. I think that what should really happen is that they should just leave this Alistair to die there. Because now Kog'Maw will die.
Yeah, the team is just all going to die. That's a case of biting off more than they can chew.
Yes. In my opinion, Alistair should have just taken the bullet for his team. The Kog'Maw and everyone else should have just ran for it and left the Alistair to his fate.
Those guys need to hurry up and escape on that one.
But Fizz, with the hypermobility he has, is easily able to escape.
Agreed. Yeah, in chat there, yeah, the Thornmail did not do anything against the Warwick for Brand there, but Randuin's is not going to help him either. Warwick was just going to chase him down. It's a case of Warwick is at the stage where he's going to kill Brand no matter what he does. All he's going to need to do is the ultimate followed by the Q, and the Blood Scent passive is going to do the rest.
Yep. Just too much lifesteal to make that Thorn in the Mail passive actually worth it. If anything else, if you were going to the heavy armour and my Frozen Heart wouldn't have gone amiss either.
Any of those items wouldn't have gone amiss. However, I'm agreeing with chat here. He should have just built a lot of AP.
Yes. Going the full damage.
Well, actually, no. My apologies. Not the not AP. Armor penetration. Sorry, magic penetration. He's missing a void staff from his build.
He really is.
Especially since he rushed the Leandries so early.
Yep. He has 665 ability power. There's already a lock at the Iron Solari on the Alistair. Like, the Spirit Visage is across Warwick and Udyr.
Well, that's Rengar being caught in the enemy jungle there. No vision whatsoever from his team, so I don't know why he was up there.
Again, a pathetic little amount of defensive wards where Teemo have the vision control.
Agreed, but it's more of the point of, why is he down there in the first place? He's alone with no vision. It's a very silly place to be.
I think, as you said before, they might be going on tilt. The kills have almost evened up. We're now 32 to 33. The gold lead is still massively in favour of Rootin Tootin Puttin, but that's not going to matter at this point. You're 45. That gold lead is capped out by the fact that you're missing 17,000 gold in your map.
Yep, agreed. The other problem that we're having here is, you say they have the gold advantage. If we have a quick look and see what gold that Gangplank has, he has 17,000 gold. He's currently not in play.
As I just said, they've got 17,000 gold not in the map.
Yep.
That means they're losing by quite a lot in the members they have remaining. And even though this Kog'Maw has been such a focus with 12 deaths, he's still been able to get a lot of farm. He's got the second highest farm in the game.
Yeah, I know. I believe, like they said in chat there, Gangplank was gone, everything has crashed. They did signify the GG, so I'm fairly sure it was a case of they've unfortunately given up on this game one.
Yep.
Which is unfortunate, because they were winning it. I mean, I would say they were winning it thanks to Warwick and his, I don't know, I would say ballsy plays?
Overconfident plays.
Yes.
He was getting far too cocky. He had 8 kills, no deaths, and from then on he felt unstoppable, and that showed. The team fights as well were always going in favour of Teemo. It was up to Rootin Tootin to get the picks. They were able to do that all game, but when they lost a member, it has been split pushing, has been claiming them those other objectives. The game was lost from there.
It was indeed.